Hi, my name's Lily Roberts, Wild in Napa Valley. Right, this is the first tasting blog video I've done, or I'm doing, so please bear with me when I just work out how we're going to do this. Today we're looking at Soave. Now, excuse me terribly if I pronounce that wrongly, being English. I sometimes feel my pronunciation is a bit hit and miss anyway, but with the Italians I might offend, and so I apologise. But no, that is where we're looking today. And I had some very nice samples sent through to me by Kate at Colangelo and Partners Public Relations, who are actually working with Soave producers. Now, Soave's been kind of in and out of fashion for the last couple of years, but with summer on our doorstep, so to speak, it's a really good choice of wine as an aperitif or to serve with light salads or chicken or pasta dishes where you actually don't want to overwhelm subtle flavours in your food. So let's have a look at starting what we've got today to try. Now, I do actually know the costs of these, which is I think are not great, but oh well. Maybe next time I'll hide the costs and then do the tasting. The first one we're trying is the Soave Classico Vigna della Stefano. I don't know if you can see that okay. And even more hard to see, and probably not to come up very well in the video, is this is actually the location where the wine's from. Okay, so this is Soave number 1. A little bit too much in my glass. There were 2 glasses and then there's only 1. Right. Well, first of all, I had a quick look at the colour earlier, and it's a nice, light, buttery buttercup yellow. Do you have buttercups in the States? They're little yellow flowers, very delicate. It's a nice colour. The nose, sort of saltiness to it and quite fruity. Getting pears, a little lime rind, kind of that citrusy bite. A little spice, but definitely kind of white fruits. Let's try it. It's a very light wine. I wasn't expecting anything particularly heavy. A little bit of dryness on it. Not as much sort of flavour on the palate as I'd like. I feel it's slightly unbalanced. Let's go back to it. Oh gosh, I'm almost getting some green pepper now on the nose. Not as spicy as a Sauvignon Blanc, but just nonetheless. Excuse me. Okay, interesting start. We'll return to that one in a second. Second on the list to try is a Soave Classico by Gini. Now, just to give you a little bit of information on the Soave region, the vineyards of Soave are scattered over the hillsides of Veneto, east of Verona, and the principal varietal of the area, Gargantua, is referred frequently to in Italian literature. Gargangia. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. One of the key things to know about Soave, oh, it says here how to pronounce it, Garganiga, right. So, let's look a little bit more at that. Soave, the fresh white wine of Italy's Veneto region, has undergone a period of change and revitalization, and is poised to become a favourite of American wine drinkers. Today, Soave is among Italy's best white wines. It's versatile with a variety of foods and has a fresh, delicate character that emphasises the aromatic qualities of its main varietal. You ready for this again? Garganiga. Oh dear, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right. Now, it's interesting. You can tell this is done by a marketing firm. You know, favouring North America's wine drinkers. That is really not a point of contention. I mean, the price point starts very low and really goes up depending on whether or not you go for Soave Classico, or I think there's actually, you can actually go up because it's rated. Ah yes, now this is where I have to be very, very careful. Now there are 3 different types of Soave. Soave DOC, which includes the subzones of Soave Classico and Soave Colli Scaladieri, and Soave Superior DOCG 2001, and that includes wines with the Reserva designation. Risciotto di Soave DOCG, that's the top level, and that's 1998, and that's a dessert wine not often found in the US at present. So really what you're looking for on the whole is to establish which type of Soave you are going for, and probably not on the whole the dessert wine, but the other 2. What else do we need to know? 6,500 hectares under vine and Soave. Soave must be composed of a minimum of 70% Gargantua, although many of the Classico wines contain up to 100%. That's very interesting. Okay, so the second wine we're trying, Genie, sorry about that little break there. Just skitting off into the world of paperwork. You should always read your paperwork prior to your video blogs, but... Oh my god. This is a completely different kettle of fish. If we go back to the first one. Light, delicate, much more punchy. You're getting white peach flesh. Some sponge cake. Oh wow. A bit of hedgerow, kind of greeny. Let's try it. Okay, yeah. One of my biggest problems is that if I like a wine, I find it hard to swallow it. That wine, take it or leave it. This one, so much more happening in your mouth. Really, those flavours are expanding out. I'm really feeling them on all bits of my tongue. A lot more fruity. Dryness is still there, but it's lighter dryness, if that makes any sense. Definitely some butter on the nose, but it's not like the butter of a Chardonnay. Gosh, yeah, that's a completely different ballgame. Okay, and finally, I think we're going to say goodbye to glass number 1. Sorry, Vigna della Stefano. didn't quite make the level I was hoping. Do a little rinse out the wine that we are going to try. This one's got me quite excited because I like the label, more for me. Huge label fan. I think that labels are very, very important in actually getting the attention of a prospective buyer, and also saying a lot about the feelings and the passions that are behind wine. This is a far more quintessential Italian wine label in my eyes. And how well you can see that. At the end of this I'll be posting information on the blog about which wines I was trying. So this is the Inama Vin Soave 2008 Soave Classico. Now this is from a controlled origin, it says. It was bottled on the propriety. Verona, Italy. I have a very, very basic Italian understanding thanks to my mother. She's the linguist in the family. French she speaks, basic Italian, something else, English. Right, again a little bit too much in this glass. Enthusiasm for the colour, I think, actually speaks volumes. Oh my god, this is far too much, I'm completely mad. Right, okay, the colour of this final one is even more yellow than the second one. The second one, I have to admit, I didn't actually look at the colour earlier. I probably should work out a way to show you these colours, but as I said, this is one of the first vlogs, so we live, we learn. Right. Oh, that's summer in a glass. Haystacks, sort of farm wood, sort of expanding in the heat, you know, that kind of warmth. Floral, but you're still, I mean, you want in a Soave, on the nose to be getting certain things, but on the palate to be getting kind of saltiness and cleanness, which is what we've experienced so far. That's interesting. More acidity in this final one, but not unpleasant. Each of these three wines exhibit typical characteristics of Soave. However, there's exhibiting and there's showcasing and there's emphasizing and complimenting, and the last two, the Inama Vin Soave, priced at $15.99, not cheap, but a multi-dimensional wine, and the Gini, $14.99, have characteristics which actually, they kind of go beyond what I'm hoping for in my glass. They're three-dimensional wines. They're pushing the extremities, they're taking me places. This is a wine which I feel is possibly still a little bit too cold. I'm going to leave it open for it and just let it warm and just see where that takes it. The Soave Classico Gini. This is definitely a drink when it's cold, when it's hot weather, not going to disappoint. And unfortunately, the Vina del Stefano would be my take to a barbecue, cheap plonk, you know, something just, you're not too fussed, just kind of quaffable, but not going to take you anywhere. For the extra couple of dollars, it's a no-brainer. If you think that $16 is too much for an Italian white for a summer day, fair enough. Go for the $14.99 Gini one, you won't be disappointed. If you want a little bit of more of a talking point, you want to up yourself and go with a nice label. Right, better get back to the desk and doing some more work for Doug. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.